All right, there we go.
Well, I
We're
didn't have to
live.
go anywhere.
It's okay. You're here for the review. That's all that matters. Um, Got a new setup for the review. That's why you're seeing me and Colt Walker over there, who makes his debut for the TNA review. So does Dane. Uncle John's here again. So is Mullins. Feel free to turn your
I'm
cameras or
always
not.
here.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
But
I will 1 second. Let me get my light.
all right. But we're talking TNA for what is today's date? It should be December 1st, right? First,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
first.
So it's the first Impact of December. We're supposed to be on that stair step to total nonstop deletion. But we kick off the show with last week we did not have anything to do with the Grand Championship, and this week we started off with the Grand Championship, and Moose wins it by a roll up. Because why not? Because it's pro wrestling. Moose. Dane representing the UK. We'll get to my boy Mark Andrews with that. But does Wales count as UK? Would you count it?
Pretty close.
Are you a
yeah.
British native, or are you just BSing us?
Ooh,
Are you actually a British native?
no.
Okay, you're just BSing
Oh,
us.
BS us all.
Mullins with
BS us
the
all.
Mullins, you shaved off the beard like I did.
It's
for
not
this
No
week.
Shave November. It's
Yeah.
December 1st.
Yeah, I was almost gonna shave my mustache, but I got like one more week of college, so I might as well just have some consistency. But yep, back to the subject. Moose wins with the roll up, and it was a very fast roll up. So thumbs up because Moose should have won it, but thumbs down because
Whoa!
it's a roll up.
Moose won via Game Changer.
Uh,
Yeah, he won. He won with that massive lariat, like spinning
The
lariat.
Game Changer.
true. So it's not really a roll up, but it's a fast win because I mean that's all that happened was
Yeah, that's literally like they were fighting. Then Rex went to use the Nux again.
yeah, and then
His
missed
brass
it.
knuckles.
Then game changer Lariato.
I think it was.
So.
I literally do think it was quicker than Lesnar Goldberg.
It probably I think this was a very WWE-esque TNA, which is weird.
It was very much so. Like you could
Yeah.
tell there was definite writing on the wall that they'd been watching TV the last couple weeks.
Yeah, so that happened. After that, Death Count Council came up, thumbs up, but thumbs down because they used a voice changer when they were wearing their mask, but we know who's underneath the mask. So,
Yeah, and the thing is they weren't wearing the hoods, so you could tell
Yep.
who was who. Even.
yeah, so Brother Nero came out, they beat up Brother Nero.
Which he went by Jeff Hardy until Matt showed
Yeah,
up.
Uncle John's here with his C920 camera like I have right here. Dude, if we can get you a tripod, John, we can do some high quality production. but
Production.
Thumbs up for Brother Nero or Broken Matt Hardy returning tonight. His Save Brother Nero, and they'll defend the titles later on. We'll talk about. But thumbs down.
He said, "Brother Moore, I knew you'd come."
But thumbs down for Kingston, Eddie Kingston, of course. Kingston's Dumb Attire, which is like a spin-off of Roman Reigns, but it's instead of like the like security guard,
looks like
it's a
catcher's
baseball
gear.
catcher. Yeah, Chicago
It
Cubs.
looked like catcher's gear. He looked like think about like D'Lo Brown back when he used to wear that stupid stuff
Hey,
in the '90s in the WWE.
Yeah,
don't you dare talk bad about the DCC. They're the best thing
No, I
going.
was talking about D'Lo
Impact
Brown.
no,
Wrestling.
we're talking about
D'Lo Brown.
the dumb
He was part of the
attire
Ace of
choice.
Spades, by the way. He's TNA.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's that one. Then we'll go to. They had the X Gold winners, so I guess X Gold is over. We're not doing the stupid flag bearing crap ever again.
Darn, that was such a good idea.
Yeah, so the team that won the X Gold, or should I say, never lost it, which was Braxton Sutter, Mark Andrews, managers, whatever you want to call him. I call him Mark Andrews. It's better. We've been over this before. And DJZ fought each other. Mark Andrews turned heel and attacked. He attacked DJZ because DJZ got the roll up on Mark Andrews, even though Mark.
I don't get it.
Mark-
I think Sutter would have been a better heel to turn.
Well, I
had
tell
to
you why
turn
you
one of them.
can't do that. Because Sutter is in this love triangle with
Oh yeah, that thing.
Laurel
I
Van
found out,
Ness.
that thing that doesn't even need to
So-
be on television.
So I'll tell you my theory on that, because I told you that I had a theory to talk to you about, which I've been saving it for, but we'll get to that in a moment. So Mark Andrews had the heel turn, and it was kind of unexpected. So thumbs up there, thumbs up for being a roll up. When I just don't prefer roll ups, especially when the match was really good. I mean, everybody kind of looked really good, and ended with a roll up. But at least we get that story element of, hey,
I feel like every X Division match ends with a roll up.
yeah, and I think that's weird, because coming from a time period of TNA when we had, the stupid X high above the ring, and the overhead wires, to see them go from wrestling like that to actually wrestling on the ground, and it's weird, but. So it's a very up and down episode for TNA. You can see definitely like WWE booking on it. I don't know why it's just weird that way. Now we get into Maria comes out. Maria Kanellis Bennett comes out with Laurel Van. Yes, Ness. Thumbs up for those guys who got the reference. Of course, I wasn't here last week to talk about it with these guys, but I asked them. I was like, "You guys got that? Everybody got that?"
Most definitely.
Yeah,
God, that was a big shot.
Yeah, that was when Daniel Bryan and her. So
When she was hired for a night.
I saw Dane's face when I said that. He was like,
Dane's like, oh.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that during Raw? The therapist?
When she played the therapist during when Daniel Bryan was hurt and whatnot, and he was making his comeback.
I think so.
Yeah, she played his therapist, and then she tried for Tough Enough, failed, and then she went to TNA like everybody who fails in the WWE does.
Yep. Hey, the Guru's no longer there, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they killed her guru name, and then they're like, well, shit,
They killed
we
the
already killed
bromance.
all the excitement from you.
Yep. So Maria comes out, she demands an apology. Allie comes out, she's like, "No, I'm sorry, but no." And then Maria says, "You're a little B word," and Allie punches her, just straight up, just knocks her in the jaw. So that's beautiful right there. I'm liking the direction of this. Apparently, Braxton Sutter and Laurel Van Ness woohooed. Go play The Sims if you know what that is. And I think on the wall, here's where I was going to get into my theory with you, Mullins. My theory is Braxton Sutter is going to teach Allie how to wrestle, even though she already knows how to wrestle, because Cherry Bomb Pepper Parks, duh.
Yeah.
He's going to teach her how to wrestle. She's going to beat up Maria, and we're going to get
The
that.
funniest part is she's probably the best
moment.
in-ring wrestler of all the females in this whole company.
Yeah.
She's not wrestling.
Yeah, I think that's very surprising.
Jade is pretty damn good.
Jade was pretty
I
good
don't
tonight.
know.
Jade was pretty good.
Jade's good. but,
Rosemary
I
was
mean,
great.
If you've ever seen Cherry Bomb wrestle at all, ever, you'll know
Yeah,
that
I've
she's
seen Cherry
easily
Bomb
the
wrestle,
best
yeah.
in the ring out of all the females in this entire roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm big on Courtney Rush. And all of
Courtney
them
Rush
are
was great
Cherry Bomb
tonight.
best.
We'll get to Rosemary tonight. Because I think just definitely saying, what they're doing is crazy, because it's WWE booking how they ended the show. Let's see. After that, we had the tag team match where DCC took on the Hardy Boys. Hardy Boys wins. Kingston took the loss. And it's weird because that looks like we should close the chapter there, but it looks like we're still gonna see more.
They'll probably be at that total nonstop deletion.
Yeah.
I could see DCC being at that.
If I was a betting man, I'm gonna guess that DK. I don't know if I did say that right the first time. The Decay is gonna get involved. It just makes sense in my opinion to get all three together.
Well, yeah, because especially with that whole X Gold over, now they have nothing for Decay to do.
Yes. Let's see. Al Snow and Mahabali Shira had a little thing. It wasn't really impressive to mention. So I think, and Eddie Edwards and EC3 had a thing. It wasn't really that impressive. Basically, hey, I'm coming for you, boy. That's it, really. Eli Drake was there. Couldn't talk, so not really that good.
Couldn't talk, so he didn't do anything.
So we'll get into the, I'll say probably either match of the night or second match of the night, which was the steel cage, 6 sides of steel, for the Knockout Championship. So Gail Kim watched Rosemary defeat Jade for the Knockouts Championship, and it was really good. It's not steel chair. Steel trash cans.
Steel cage.
They
Steel
started
cage in general,
outside the cage.
shots everywhere. They did start off out of the cage, and we had to get reminded, hey, you ain't winning this by going outside. You gotta pin or submit. So that was really good. And you could see definitely the WWE booking of having the women's go on last, because that's what
WWE's been doing.
WWE's been doing.
Yeah.
So, Rosemary winning it, good choice. But if Gail Kim sticks around, I think it's a bad choice. And I'll tell you why. Because I think Gail Kim should be feuding with Jade, and I think Jade should have won the match, and then Gail Kim should have turned on her. But if Gail Kim leaves, I'm all for it, because Rosemary, probably our best choice.
What if Gail Kim becomes her manager?
For Jade?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And
Like,
then,
and this could be like Jade's redemption, because remember, Jade never really got that. Has Jade ever really won the knockouts?
yeah, she's won it.
Oh yeah, she won it. And
Yeah.
that was back when no one really knew who she was, and so there was like, oh yeah, Jade has the
Dollhouse,
title.
right? Dollhouse.
Yeah, when she was in Dollhouse, she
Yeah.
won it. Maybe this could be like her redemption story. She went to the top, then fell off, and then tried to make her way back up, and still like couldn't quite get there. But maybe Gail Kim could be like a coach type thing.
Yeah. Dane, you got any input on your final thoughts for tonight's Impact Wrestling on Pop and Fight Network?
I got nothing. What about John? Does John got anything?
John, you got some. John, you gotta have something.
John, you watched
Hey.
the first couple of matches.
John, what would Donald Trump say about this big, like the ending to this show where Rosemary won the title? What would
Was it
Donald
terrific?
Trump say?
It's a disaster.
Honestly, I only paid attention to the very beginning, but to say the least, I think Donald's favorite match would have to be with the Broken Brilliance, or Broken
The
of
Broken
Brilliance.
Brilliance. It's big. The
That
Broken
was good.
Brilliance
That was- yeah.
is gigantic.
It's huge.
Yes.
And the thing
Cole
about
Walker, your turn.
the thing
Just
about
shoot from the
knocking WWE for and TNA for they both rip each other off. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
They
oh,
do.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh
They
yeah.
do. They go back and forth. But to tell you the truth, I prefer that cage match that we had over
The Hell
the
in a Cell?
Falls Count Anywhere match.
You mean the one we just saw?
Yeah, the one
Monday?
on Raw.
Now
Yeah.
I'll say I preferred. I don't know. Hell in a Cell was pretty good between the girls. I just think.
Hell in a Cell was really good.
Yeah,
I
I just-
don't know what people were.
I just think like that filler time was stupid in my opinion. You know how they filled time by having her fake. Oh, she's injured. We're not gonna let the women's fight in Hell in a Cell, and then she's like punching people. Like I think that was a waste of a filler. They should have just beat the crap out of each other. But
She's punching the trainer.
And
I wouldn't
another thing-
go that far. But I think in terms of
They
seeing,
just stole that booking from the 1998 Hell in a Cell with Mick Foley and Undertaker.
seeing
Yeah.
They stole that gimmick.
seeing Charlotte versus Sasha for a million times and seeing Rosemary and Jade for the first time for the title, I think this is a breath of fresh air for women's wrestling in my opinion. But
It's someone who, like me and you have said for weeks, we didn't know if she was ever going to wrestle in the TNA.
No, because we ever since the beginning we were like, man, this decay thing's gonna go crazy. And even after they lost the belts and they kind of got dropped, we were like, oh, they'll just stagger a little bit until DCC gets their run. And I think maybe this is already it for DCC's run, because if they didn't get the titles, they're still James
There's
Storm.
always non-stop deletion.
They're still James
At this
Storm.
point, it's
so.
total nonstop deletion. Then I feel like a lot of things are going to drop off in TNA after total nonstop deletion.
Yeah, because that's the end of the Billy Corgan era. Got to get Uncle Billy in there. So, but
Uncle Billy,
Yeah.
love you, Uncle Billy.
But let's give our numbers. What do you guys say, Cole? Shoot.
DCC is probably one of the best tag teams there.
Mhm.
I'm actually wanting to watch it because of them.
Well, what do you give it grade wise?
Yeah, shoot a number out
Grade
there.
wise, I give them a B. I would give them an A plus, but DCC should have won.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
1 to 10.
Yeah, I'd give them a 9. If
Okay.
DCC would have won, I'd give them a 10.
All right, Dane, you got a number out there for us?
You want me to just make up something?
Just throw a number out there.
Cause
We
I
like
don't-
numbers.
Yeah, I'll go with 7.5.
All right,
That's a good made up number. I like it.
John, you
Yeah.
go. Nothing, John. You're not gonna say anything. Amari, you gonna say anything?
Just pretend. Make up another number.
So
and say
Amari
that.
joined.
Yeah.
They're all sevens, believe me. They're sevens.
They got the
Just don't
biggest
think I'll be-
numbers.
just
The
don't
biggest
think I'll be
7.
okay.
All right, all right. I'm gonna go first before you,
Nice
Mullins. I'll let you
combo.
actually go last this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to end it.
Main event.
You're
It's the
actually
main event.
You're actually not gonna like me for this. I'm only gonna give Impact a 6, because I think there were so many ups and downs at the same time. Like, it was just a weird show in my opinion, but I think it was an important show. So it's one of those shows where it's important, but there's screw ups, but it was an important show. So I think I'm stuck in the middle of like giving a 6 or a 9, but I'm gonna give it a 6 because I think.
Do you think it's gonna set up for a better show in the future?
That's how Impact is. Impact usually they'll go really high one week, and then medium, and then really low. And I think last week was that very low week of the gimmicky, because they wanted to bring back Matt Hardy, because good God Almighty, he's a moneymaker, and it was
Yeah, of
Thanksgiving.
course.
So I mean, there's not much you can do that's not gonna be gimmicky on Thanksgiving, but. That was a low week, and then this was kind of balancing back out, and I think next week will definitely be a high week. Of course, no Lashley at all, so I think Lashley is just disappearing.
Last day's gone probably.
No Aiden O'Shea unlike last week, no Grado, no Robbie E, no Jesse Goddard's. But Mullins, you give me your number to make everybody feel better.
Okay, so you're gonna feel better after I grade it because I'm probably gonna have to give it a 6 as well. I can explain.
You're not just saying that because I'm saying it. You're actually
No.
all right.
I can actually explain.
All right.
Like you said, like I said earlier when we were watching, I did not like how it was a complete squash in the Aaron Rex Moose match. Did not like
Yeah.
that at all.
Now, do you like Aaron Rex as champion? I mean, he is the first champion.
Like
but...
I said, I explained to you why I loved his gimmick is that he just completely kills it. Even with it's not anymore of the hey, I'm smarter than you, la di da di da stuff.
Yeah.
It's just he's just arrogant. He does that little cartwheel outside the ring, that one-handed cartwheel and stuff. I loved it. And the thing is they just killed everything in 90 seconds.
Yeah.
And then also, I feel like they should have built up to that X Division Gold blow off with this triple threat. They should have completely changed that, and they should have built up to that because I feel like my only issue with the Mandrews heel turn was it was just abrupt. It was just okay, well shit, these guys were teaming up last week.
Yeah, I think if the X Gold would have been week after week, and then somebody dropped it, and then they won it back or something, and then at the last moment,
if they didn't run, if it wasn't that 3-man team literally ran the entire X Gold thing.
Yeah, I mean, you had Marcy Rocket, Trevor Lee,
They
and
literally
Andrew Everett,
put this
Decay and
together to
Spud.
make these three look unstoppable.
Yeah, and I think the other thing behind that is I think it would have meant more if Mark Andrews would have just ripped the flag up and this is a stupid flag, screw all this, I want your title. I think that would have meant more, but...
Yeah, and then it's set up for a singles match with those guys.
Yeah, but we gotta work. We gotta
And
see
then,
what we
so
got.
I'm
Gotta
gonna
work
give
with
it a
so.
6 as well though because then the rest of the show, other than the Hardys, it was great to see Broken Matt back again. I
It's
loved
always
his
great
other
to see
stuff
him.
with the ice cream social and shit.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. But it's great to see him back to what brought everyone back to TNA. Everyone was kind of floating away. It was one of those stagnant periods where everyone was floating away. And then everyone started coming back when they're like, hey, this is actually really good. People I think they're doing this to make it a joke almost, but it's actually really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, 6. Unfortunately, I think next week is going to be a better one, just because that's what TNA usually gives us. They'll give us that one stinker episode, and then they kill us with one.
It's usually how the tapings fall out too, though. That's the other thing behind this is they tape so much, and so they gotta die down and whatnot. But
We got a couple weeks left until
total nonstop deletion.
Total Nonstop Deletion,
Yeah.
which is gonna be a must-see episode.
Yep. So we'll see you guys then.